Hello?
Sorry.
Hi, Gavin.
ice cream. So I ran down.
It wasn't really that sick. It was very, very ill. Like, I put it with him a couple weeks ago. We had a nice conversation, got his shit together, laughed, complained, and did what he had to do. Reminisced, and we was together.
But thank you all for always embracing him. To me, that meant a lot.
Holiday party, coffee with you, to all the company
And
avenues.
then he get his business fixed.
Yeah.
You know what? This is the last gift that the yearly photo group is that you get to see some you've never met, you've heard on the phone. My babysitter. Nice. They weren't wearing all white now. They usually here.
I kept missing his ball because I worked like 6 hours a day. Before I had to go home to work. By the time I sleep, I get up, they call me in the morning.
Let's go to the Air Force.
I called back PBS for like an hour and 20 minutes, and then he was like, when he was done, he was like,
My dad was supposed to come. The airport. Yeah, because he you know how they get when they get older.
I love Mr. Corny jokes. He was great with his delivery, his style, his confidence.
well, that's Heidi. Heidi's right there.
That's all I met him around 2 or 3. So I was pissed. I was thinking, young, seeing him young was kind of weird. And then the mustache over here really came out of my life. Like, I never saw the mustache.
He had the most interesting man in the world at my wedding, and then he got rid of him at 18. And it's sad. At one point, he had one. He's got it.
Not my dad.
He grew up in Hialeah.
My dad.
Okay.
The Greek cut all the line. He wanted to come in from this way, and I had to pull him, and I said, no, the line's back there.
We're in the room.
He must be Doris. What a handsome, strapping young guy. You got the look of mom and dad. You're doing good. I was just trust me, your dad is handsome. He does. Whatever it is, it's working.
Some of the little guy pictures.
Oh, I know. We were just like, oh my god, I've never seen that one. Oh, that one.
That guy.
And your mom,
Yeah.
she's like a Barca girl.
They were just great. We were looking through them today.
It didn't stop. With Mr. Rose, the action never stopped. When I was talking to him, the first thing he said to me,
Hi, how are you?
like, I'm lucky I'm still alive.
Hi, how are you?
Crazy stuff you do. You're 100%.
Adam and George. Hi.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I wouldn't put
And what's so
anything
funny,
past them.
their house, when we were kids,
Yeah.
this old man that
I love it.
and when we were
Somebody was a
swimming,
man of action. That's how you see it.
and then the animals would get the pigs, she's dug up his
That's what he does. One of the first things he said, he says, you know, my look, you have a lot.
swimming, skating, just screaming. So all those
And then we moved in and we screamed all summer long.
Oh, yeah.
so they made up
Yeah.
Connie does.
That cut too.
Yeah,
I would say we're the last year of that cut.
I don't judge.
I broke my leg and I'm walking around on it. I broke my leg. See, I'll get to that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we broke.
Your dad was the best.
Giving them the information, I gave them both of my parents, and he said, "Are you sure?" Because most people usually just put.
I didn't know.
And I said, "No, they're together.
Together now.
They're together, and we're re-mourning her." We did all this.
Yeah.
So he said, "Okay, I'll put."
It's nice to see her.
And then this is that. This message was
Yeah, when we got the card, and he was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen her face in so long.
that was from my wedding.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you a funny story about your mom. So, trying to get me to slow down on the road, like, tricycle, and halfway in the street, people said that she was doing that. Wheel drive, ribbon, and dragged all the way back to your house. I was in the living room laughing at you. Dragged all the way back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly.
Victoria, I don't know if you remember us building the Shane.
Are those his brothers?
This is still fraternity brothers.
That's great. Because it looks similar to what the yearbook pictures were, so it's like that was a great job. Salmon's only last week.
I thought it was that's how it came.
My dad was probably the one that was going to get it. And he goes, well, John, you just passed. I was like, now, yes. He put everything into trust, so it's not all of a sudden. I know there was my job. I'll never forget.
That's not that great.
He goes hunting on the property for many years. She's the trustee. These are my parents. The White House family. I
was like, did they pick the perfect picture? Like, wait, you did such a good job with all the pictures. Castor said you did all that. I was like, wow, it really looks great. Probably was like healing on some level. I heard there were like baby pictures that Kestra never saw. She said, and I have to go check it out again.
Some of them.
Are these some of them? Oh yeah, look at this! Oh my god! Yes, him as a baby.
Yeah, look at that.
What a little ham! Oh my god!
That's his sister.
They got more of a bottle.
I don't have, you know what? I think my grandparents were we gotta get married.
Oh, look at that one. That's great.
I didn't even think of that.
So when you guys came in, it was like rainbows and that's what my dad loved too. All the kids running around.
This is Brad's wife, and I was just.
What's your name? Jesse. I'm Cynthia.
Yeah, nice to meet you. And this is Cynthia's mom.
Yeah. That's a great picture. Wow.
Wow.
I'm like, she's awfully large.
Yeah.
She looks like a movie star, we were saying.
A Virgo girl.
Yeah.
Wow, you did great with the slideshow.
Yeah. And really, little artwork with it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
glad that my dad had you guys as neighbors and hands. No, it's nice, like, if I know something was off with you guys,
Girl that was holding it down, but like, you know, it's a different era. Not like with this guy. I got some jobs. This guy, maybe.
That's sexy. What am I thinking of? Something. This is one of Tommy's friends from way back. So she had taken a picture of Connie that Connie's not smiling in. And it's too bad because it's such a great backdrop. My dad's got a big smile on his face. Tom's got this kiss on his face. Yeah. And I had it in no, maybe. But I had it in a slideshow. And then when the slideshow was big, I was just miserable. I tried to say smile on her. I look ridiculous. You should have done it just to like.
Feel like it? House on the right on you.
Okay, you did.
I do. You want the turkey? The turkey meat. I don't recognize you that. You're pumpkin vest in here. Leather. They're leather. Yeah. You look good. You look very good.
I waited a couple seconds.
I'm saying, so that's how I put a note right there. You know, when I was like, I got a place in there where my right now, bro.
Don't have me another price there, man. I'm not talking anymore. I'm like, come on, bud. I'm almost
Donna's old lady was his high school sweetheart. They have the biggest names in the company. He enjoyed it. Did everything his way to his house still.
Y'all know what I like. Y'all know how it's going.
Everybody else. Nobody knew what I was talking about, so I appreciate that you said that.
yeah, that's what keeps you going. Some guys, they retire. You got a long way to go. I don't want to do that.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, this guy knows me. I'm good. Growing up, I'm just like. These days it's
Do whatever you want.
trying to find like
Now it's like,
right
modern.
Show me what needs to be done. Get it done.
Gotta get out.
Not really change too much, you know? Right.
Yeah, we, Chris and I are in brother worked with them back when they were teenagers. But he used to flip flop work. Yeah, every Saturday.
My son was, like, he was now it's the other Saturday morning, so my husband's kid took it. So I had John giving someone your attention, they just
Sorry, got your glasses. I told the funny joke. What did you do about it?
Oh, yeah. Like, when I got home, I'm not going to say,
They'll be there next year. I'll just tell you give me a call or a text or whatever. Take care.
thanks again.
All right, Sean, we got to get together again. We used to
Brandon plays possibly over by President.
esposa de él, es la mamá de él.
Right there. I lived a good long life. Put together
Tony,
cousins.
el ladrillo y la sí. Fue que puso el ladrillo. Let's talk about the brickwork, the church. He's like, he's one of the elders of the church. Everything grows. Oh my
You've been put into my care.
So did you see my artwork? Making that all together, but I thought they looked like a 1950s band. But they were
Well, I mean, I was eating too. I took it from Denny's and had a studio for my face.
Jonathan would tell me when they would get together, everybody regressed.
And it was being a art dealer, it would never happen.
It's so funny because I remember when who was the first one who moved upstate? Was it your family? Exactly what you just They all have good times.
So it's nice when there's faces that I haven't seen.
I was thinking about this at my wedding. With my wedding, because I come from a large family. My husband Peter had four. So we was a very small, intimate wedding with a reception at my parents' house. Your father and my father's best friend played craps in the dome, under the dome. Such a good time. You have it out?
But when I see my dad in some of these pictures, he looks like a little rascal. Just you could tell that he was a troublemaker.
He had no limits. He would push it. But this is not to say the others in the group right up to I know.
You've got everyone had some pictures on there, and do you think they planned that? Maybe that was I don't like it. I can tell. I spent so much time with him.
Rubbing my leg.
Every day. What's the plan? I would call him. I don't know, I'm laying around like an old dog. Come on over. And so he's
What? Even if she doesn't want to stay home, it's my mom. And I know, like I said, like she was close with my mom.
a lot of social activities. So
Because sisters
I'm
always
fine.
do that.
I'm fine with it, but I know that my dad wants to be itchy.
They got to like be older women or already have their kids and families. They weren't looking to impress anybody. And then you meet somebody who's not a bullshitter, who's hardworking, funny, and feminine.
But the tables all turn where the man who doesn't let me leave the table until I finish my plate, and I'm telling him, you have to eat the protein, eat the meat. You're not going to get the dessert unless you eat some meat. So I cut a piece, and he's like, oh, I don't want that. So I said, well, if you want peaches, you have to eat. So he take a few bites, and I said, all right, now you get some peaches. All right, one more, and then one more, or swap them out. Because once it's in your mouth, you have to chew it. But he wanted him to eat the muscle. But he says everything tastes
And say nice shit
the
about
ice cream and the peaches and the cake, they all taste good.
like my mom would literally, you give her something like this, somebody gave you something like, oh
At
shit,
some
you
point, I just say, you know what, eat whatever you want.
Exactly.
When they, it comes to, it's a futile effort. So,
every time I see her.
you take the mask off, you can eat what you want, you drink what you want.
I do too. Every time it comes up, I'm like I said, 7 years.
So I ran down to the cafeteria and got an ice cream sandwich, and that was the first thing he had eaten in 2 days. He almost bit my fingers off.
Facebook picture,
He was
now you can't kneel, but you can
and it was
lean
hard
against
to
it.
talk. He had the mask on, and I
Yeah, I
couldn't
tried to
really
get
hear
it,
him.
I couldn't get it.
So I got him a whiteboard. This is my younger son. One of the wives, and this is his son.
Yes.
I have your parents' picture.
Oh, yeah.
I know we were talking about it, was like, well, you sit down here. And he's like, yeah, what about all the people up there? I know, what about all the people down here? And he was like, well, just do it twice. And I was like, there you go.
I tried to get your sister.
Nancy, that's tiny. Lean on it too much because I don't want to.
I told her I'd meet in the parking lot and have a bottle.
She almost took the baby.
I don't have to tell you how much we love this guy. I think he is.
And all the stories
Oh
about
my gosh.
and
Those are the ones we heard. Just imagine the ones we didn't hear. That's the scary part.
You can't tell.
one of the only times in my life that I was your dad had me on the dance floor. Spinning me around and he had me
Yes.
Sure.
Living, every day all the time.
Awesome. Funny.
These are gorgeous.
Beautiful wedding. Your mom was Look, I love that little boy, and then he's a gorgeous guy. Oh, look at this guy. I was like, because she turned over so
she has the same one on. And I went to look at that photo and it was not popular.
I had so many good memories of my goodness. I'll never forget the fact that I had the little and they put the little RGB that you know I couldn't be working.
My handsome man. Him and Granny. That's Granny. Yep, that's Pop. Wow. Baby Pop on his first bite. Pop is insurance guy. Baby Pop. Oh, so cute. Those are his dad. That's Pop's dad and mom. That's Edna. And I forgot his name. Oh, Walter. Yeah. Walter and Pop and Granny's wedding day. Pop and Granny. Definitely. Him and Pop and his sister Joan. I don't know what this photo is. I think that's Pop. Oh no, that's Pop right there. Then look, little Pop on the beach to teenage Pop. Dario a little bit kind of looks like this kind of Pop, but not really. Yeah, no one really took my dad like not really Pop.
I know the
It should receive. So we still have to sell.
Oh yeah, I remember Terry. You were quiet around if there was a lot of people, but like around the Terry, Ariel, Michael, and I, like, I would say you you're like speak more because like when Terry would have like a party and kids, then you were quiet. Or like when you would just go over and be eating or something.
And I'm so glad that in spite of myself,
Terry was nicer to me. Right, she was like, oh, you don't know how much you love till If you don't talk to Terry, not that you were in a bad thing that you fell out with us.
My son is twice
I was going to go every time you came by. No, I have that same thing with the couple.
I still go up to him like this.
Exactly, that's right. Yeah, she's, and even like when her dad or her mom was there, I was down there. See how she was doing.
Yes, we talk.
Hey, listen.
you guys moved too slow. We took care of it.
I got a blue rollator at my house for you. You know Dad's Gizmo? Yeah. It matches your blue eyes. You should ask. Oh, the bar? I don't remember. Find out from the rollator, you're gonna love it. It's got hand brakes. So when you're sitting, they don't ask somebody for their arm. You can hold on to those brakes because it gives you more grip. And once you're up, you release it. It's got a seat on it.
This man, when he was with us for a few years before everything was really going downhill, this man said, Bruce or Heidi, we get up on his wheelies. And it was our job to hold up his sweatband so they wouldn't, not trying to keep up with him. Oh, Bob! It's a zoom right across the car.
She dogs, so one is like Terry's dog. Shut them off. If she's leaving, I want to walk her. Should I say bye now or you just want to be answering? Let's not. Let's say bye. Okay. Better say bye again anyway. But bye. Goodbye. Better say bye.
I think we should have parties in your apartment. Like Christmas time.
So I'm like, I said, if they want to meet, your mother and I are going to be there because if this is some sex trafficking, bring, we're going to snuff them out. So a year or two later, they came to visit the family.
I went 2 weeks later, and the doctor said to me, he said,
They came and visited, and they never went. Like the family was like checking us out, like we were, and so we kind of got that thought, are you sex trafficking? We're like, are you on? And it's like, is that your real kid? Is that your real kid?
You're not getting away from it.
Yeah. Where's the bag? Where's the Ethan? Where's the chloroform?
that was the worst feeling I ever felt in my life. It was on my foot. So, this is nothing. I love this guy.
That's it.
Give her a hug.
Yeah, I never was like, never, I'm sleeping here.
was a while ago. He looked a lot better. He looked a lot better the second time.
Like that movie, you know, when they were in there, one of the Asian girls, remember that one? And they were trying to infiltrate it, and hi there, Bruce. Hi, Ice Crunch. That's pretty nice. You know the movie, it was like, how many movies? Standing in line. Oh, the one I was like, man. The one I just watched, all kinds of history. Nice meeting you.
I want to say goodbye.
I said to my mom, I want to know what's going on. I'm not going to tell her. Maybe if I had to deal with something, she said, I'm going to let her. You want paid medication? Because he told me that paid medication. No, hey lady, come here. What I did is I see you first. And I said, this way, you can't tell me anything. Look at the lady. Some might. Yes, sir. Oh, all right, there you go. Cool.
Sorry. How you doing? Good. You want to so am I. How you doing? Hanging out with this guy still? Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. That is my daughter, Kaylin.
I had to go buy this stuff. That's what I told them.
I got the lady in the front of the business card.
I told my other friend, and I said, I was making a joke. See something, but what you use it. No, I said before with this shirt, they helped me. I was like, easy. Because they don't have my shirt. I found the store that has my shirt. So, yeah. It's like, it's beautiful. But it's good. It's not like,
Yeah, it's bad what happened.
I'm saying, like, let's say you go to the store and you got my fucking truck. And you said, like, that is, but it's like, you're good. And now he's like, you tried to get another 5 years. They made that more. My dad, you know, gambled.
How did they get sick, right? He got infected and
It was like a combination. Like first, like they did the heart valve, but they went out through the backbone. So obviously right there is there's not toxic bacteria. But then they got there and by then, you know, Anyway, they wouldn't try for drinks, and then towards the end, he was like, he wanted to make a sandwich for him, and then he's not there. And now they're like, finally we're like, let's have a meal. It's terrible, but that's definitely true. Right now, they're working on this one for a long time. My friend just left. He actually did that with my dog. For real. But when I was a kid, he was like, joking around. Like, I said, you gonna make a sit down? He's like, he thought about me. My dog comes over, he's like, he's looking at me. But that's... Yeah, check this one out. This is like, look how stocky he was. That's him as a little twerp, and that's him as a big twerp.
Yeah, he's a tough guy.
Yeah, but like, look at his legs.
Yeah.
The same freaking chunky ass little twerp.
Yeah.
Here's ice cream on the devil.
Yeah.
That's my mom. They had the matching suits.
Yeah.
That's his sister. That's my mom. She looks a lot like Kester. My oldest.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it.
One that comes like you, like you're like, oh, what would it be?
Handsome man.
I'm gonna go grab a first.
Well, you can see the man. You can see what he looks like. It's big, right? It's a nice looking guy.
I love this on the red velvet. She did this.
my wife to me. Thank you. She goes, all right. Yep, so they don't want to know where she is. They said, yep. You're going to make the call at 6 o'clock?
Yeah, we're just trying to get the camera to cooperate.
Is there anything I can do for you? Or?
No, thank you.
Life insurance, the banks need an original.
Well, he went in too, and he kept the mic on, so he wrote that yeah, I saw that.
I thought they had a label, like just one. I know.
Yeah.
Is it on? Okay.
Just gotta turn this one off.
Yes.
If I recorded my phone,
Oh, please do, please do. We're gonna do it too. But do it yours. Yeah, the more the merrier.
I thought we could do it right now. I would have known I could have brought like a tripod or something.
I know. We didn't know it either. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Can I have your attention for a moment, please? Excuse me? Could I just have quiet for a moment, please? We have the United States Army Honor Guard with us this evening. They will be doing a flag presentation. One of the things that happens during that presentation is we hear the sound of taps. So what we ask is if those who have served in the military, or if they're first responders or firemen or policemen, if they would salute at that time. And when you hear the sound of taps, we're all going to rise. After taps, you can be seated. And they are going to present the family with the American flag, which is really a very beautiful presentation. But what I'm saying is, for those that are not military or first responders, we always put our hands over our heart as we hear the sound of taps. So while it is kind of sad, it also is a tremendous honor for the service that Walter provided for all of us, even when we didn't know it. So let me ask if we could have our honor guard come forward. And we're very, very grateful to the United States Army for this presentation.
Good afternoon. Welcome, family and friends, as we gather to say goodbye and to celebrate the life of Walter Rose. It's always difficult to mourn, but through it all, there's this celebration of a life lived to the fullest. I didn't know Walter that well, but I've certainly come to know his incredible family pretty well. And I know that we're not here to mourn, but to celebrate the life and legacy of this amazing and awesome human being. I'm John Redmond, a lay pastor in the Presbyterian Church, and it is indeed my honor to be here with you this afternoon. Walter wasn't known for a lot of regular church attendance, but I've known many people whose spiritual reverence seldom required crossing the threshold of a church door, and I number Walter Rose among them. But let us come together in prayer. Our Heavenly Father, we join one another today to recognize and remember our brother Walter, even as we commend his spirit to you. We ask you to continue to watch over his loving family, Connie, Heidi and Bruce, Terry, Dorian, Raoul, Brad and Jennifer, Patty Jo and Carol and her family, proud grandfather of Tanisha with Wells, Dario and Emily, Kestra, Talon, Thor, Michael, Gavin, Ambrose and Aiden, and great-grandfather to Aries, Athena, Lyle, Aubrey, and Sophia with another on the way, and I think I got them all in there. And he leaves behind his companion Dee Dee as he journeys to Heaven's Gate. Praise be to the Father of mercies and God of all comfort, who comforts us in all our sorrows, so that we can comfort others in their sorrow, with the consolation we've received from God. And this we ask in the name of all that is holy. Amen. For the comfort of some brief scripture readings. To everything there's a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. No. We've all heard those words too many times at too many services. They are verses 1 through 8 in the 3rd chapter of Ecclesiastes, and they are indeed some of the most beautiful poetry in the Bible. But hear what verses 9 through 13 have to say, and I believe that they would speak even closer to Walter's heart, to a man who enjoyed work and life and family. What gain has the worker from his toil? I've seen the business that God has given to the children of man to be busy with. He has made everything beautiful in its time, and he has put eternity into man's heart, yet so that he can find what God has done from the beginning to the end. I perceive there is nothing better for them than to be joyful and to do good as long as they live, and that everyone should eat and drink and take pleasure in all this toil, for this is God's gift to man. As Psalm 46 says, God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help in trouble. And take note of the present tense. He is our strength and refuge, a very present help, not from a dusty old psalm written 30 centuries ago, but from God's word alive, here, with us today, right in this room, as is Walter's spirit with each of you. We'll now have some comments from family and friends. Brad?
This is kind of lengthy.
Sure.
I'm not much of a orator, but I read this many times so that I didn't have to frickin' cry. No, I'm just going to read it. Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming. I'd like to take a few moments of your time to say a few words about my father and dad, Walter Rose. It'll get better, hold on. Walter was the youngest of 2 children. His older sister, Joan, was an academic and set the bar pretty high, even graduating early. In doing so, she forced her young brother to do one of 2 things regarding school: either follow her lead academically or excel at sports. Well, needless to say, my father became a multi-sport athlete. He played sports all year long, switching with the seasons. If it involved the ball, net, or goal, old Wally B was there. After graduating from high school, my father attended St. Lawrence University. There he continued to play sports, drink beer, chase girls, and occasionally study. He used to boast about the trials of his journey to join his fraternity and how he ran Hell Week because of what they had put him through. He left college with a diploma that would serve him well the rest of his career and friends that would last him the rest of his life and beyond. Hold on.
Don't worry, guys.
He served our country in the Army as a radar technician, and somewhere there's a trophy for his marksmanship. He worked different construction jobs, including a stint upstate on the Northway doing work for a rock removal company, working with a blast crew. Then finally, after years of adolescent behaviors, his new wife, my savvy mom, pushed him to take an insurance course. He did, and in doing so, found his calling. He soon had his own business and used his unique personality to sell where and when others couldn't or wouldn't. He eventually rose through the ranks of the Independent Insurance Agents of New York, becoming president, a very prestigious honor in the industry. We owe this humble start to his wife, Elizabeth, better known as Betty, or my mom, who before marrying my father was an absolute marvel of her time. Smart, feminine, a registered nurse, seamstress, total bombshell, and pilot. Then she put everything aside to devote her life to being a supportive wife and mother. She was and continues to be an angel. To this day, the verdict is still out on whether or not my father deserved her majestic grace. How they ran a business, small farm, raised 6 children, as well as the countless hordes of friends we dragged home. To this day, I'm still amazed that they didn't lose their minds. They also volunteered to sponsor inner city youth, known as Fresh Air Kids, over the summers, giving them the chance to live outside the city and experience something possibly greater. After so many years of providing, as life often does, things started to age and fade away. The fields and barns grew weeds and quiet. The tools and equipment grew rust and patina. The bedrooms, one by one, became vacant and empty. The business that was built over decades with blood and sweat, providing so much for so long, was sold off. A new era had come to Owens Road, one which afforded my parents travel, time for hobbies, golf, sewing, fishing, shopping. It also provided a gathering place for not only their kids, but also for the bumper crop of grandchildren that were arriving. The parties thrown during this time at that house for those kids were legendary. Then it happened. At nearly 82, and almost 60 years of marriage, we lost my mom. The glue dissolved. The stitches that held everything together, gone. The voice of reason was silent. Our pilot had taken her final flight. Our family was to never be the same again. My father tried many things to move on, to push past the grief, to just be happy again. We all took turns trying to be there for him. Lunch here, dinner there, breakfast, rinse and repeat. He was miserable. Then came the first of two miracles. My father found renewed meaning in his life. Her name was Didi Castalda. Long before he had married my mother, they had been high school sweethearts. Didi is another amazing person and was an absolute godsend for my dad and our family as well. If it wasn't for her, my dad wouldn't have made it as long as he did. I truly believe that she granted my father another few years of life. Her soft, easygoing demeanor and warm smile certainly was the new wind beneath his wings. Thank you, Didi, again, from the bottom of our collective hearts. You did what no other could. And I think I speak for the rest of us when I say my father may have found and loved you first, but we love you still, and we are not letting you go. The second miracle, like I said earlier, after our mother's passing, we lost the tie that had bound our family together, the very thread that made each piece part of the whole, and had been doing so from our family's inception. While the pieces of our family's fabric were slowly drifting apart, something quite amazing happened. We found out that we had a new older sister. Like a Christmas miracle, Carol Deemer was in our lives. Our beautiful Carol was the product of a relationship that my father was in during his college days. She is the perfect blend of all things. In addition to bringing her amazing set of skills, ones that allow her to navigate our family's individual personalities and quirks, she has, whether intentionally or not, started to mend us back together. And for that, I am forever grateful. To the grandkids. Number one, my father loved you all. It was old school. It was sometimes abrasive, but it was genuine and it was real. Number two, he knew that you all loved him, period. To my sisters, you are also very different and possess such unique gifts. I hope you take the best of the memories and teachings from your experience on Owens Road, good and bad, and use them to live your best life and become the best versions of yourselves. How you each played your part in Dad's final days was commendable as well as touching. It was a tribute to your father, and he was blessed. Thank you for your contributions, big or small. Dad was treated like a king to the very end. As for me, this one's going to tear me up, just so you know. Like many father-son relationships, my father and I struggled in the early years to find common ground. It seemed impossible at times to bond over virtually anything, as we shared almost no mutual interests. He loved sports, I loved engines. He liked hard physical labor. I wanted to ride motorcycles and build cars. He liked to drink and smoke. And to this day, I have never. He liked coffee, black. I can't stand coffee, and if I do drink anything, it has to be sweet enough to attract bees. But we did have one thing, fishing. fishing we could do. It was the one thing that connected us. It also pulled us closer when the drought of communication was in season. We could load a boat, pack the gear, drive, launch, fish, catch, and return home hours later in less than 10 words, and then return to not talking for weeks. If I were to have been asked as a young man to grade my father's performance, I would have quickly responded with an enthusiastic and resounding double F minus. But as an adult, I see things a bit different. And despite our many differences, over time our relationship grew to a healthy and respectful one. I'm thankful that a combination of maturation as well as parenthood and grandparenthood worked its magic. Regardless of his intentions, he helped to make me the man I am today. Over the years, whether directly or not, he taught me many things. He taught me about hard work and the importance of a strong work ethic. He taught me about integrity, confidence, self-respect, and how to take initiative. I learned about honesty, humor, manners, as well as the strength of both mentorship and brotherhood. He taught me the difference between right and wrong and how to show and receive gratitude. He taught me how to fight to win and to let others win occasionally. He taught me that good isn't always easy and that love is not a smooth, straight road. That even in mistakes, there's a lesson to be learned, to work hard and play harder. And this one took me years to figure out. He'd say, if you play with dirt, you're going to get dirty. And at some point in my 20s, it clicked. And miraculously, my father went from Captain Caveman to a prophet in seconds. Some things my dad tried to teach everyone was how to make eye contact, the proper way to give a handshake, how to make and keep friends, some of them for life. He taught me how to stick to my guns, how to prepare for the future, and how to make my dreams come true. He taught me the importance of family and not bringing shame to the family name. Even with his passing, he's taught me that even in death, good things can come. Things I did not learn from my father. I did not learn how to give or receive hugs. Oh, what is that? I did not learn how to quit or how to make peace or how to say that I'm sorry. Both my parents never taught how to hate based on race, religion, or sexual orientation. He did not teach how to abandon dreams or how to let others or peer pressure change my wants or direction. He did not teach how to cheat or lie. Things I do wish I had learned from my father and or that I could have taught him was how to properly and fully give a hug, how to nurture and guide one's children, how to be kinder with our words, how to not overwhelm others as I'm overwhelming myself, and how to be vulnerable at times, which is one of the reasons I'm up here. Things I did for my dad. I learned to forgive and not live in the past. I learned that true helping is a lonely pay road with no receipt or reimbursement. I learned that children can be the keys to unlock the doors to healing and true change. In doing so, I learned to understand and love my father. His last lesson, I learned that there wasn't enough time to repay a legend. And as I was writing this speech of remembrance, I kept feeling drawn to making a correlation between my parents and the Eastern philosophical concept of yin and yang, not in the good, bad, wrong, right, or black and white way, rather the way that everything in life comes full circle and balances naturally. So I'd like to call this last and final part the duality of my parents. As in most families, my parents represented the stereotypical roles. My mother, the yin, was the lighter, softer, caring, and nurturing one. My father, the yang, was the heavy and did not spoil the child, often coming home late and delivering parental justice before dinner was served. Years later, as a father myself, I gained insight into the daily struggles of both parenthood and that of providing for a young family, and was confounded by the depth of the complexities. And while I may have done a better job of not being the heavy, I still failed at following the playbook that as a young boy I had so often envisioned adhering to. My wife Jennifer, of almost 39 years, and I have 4 kidults. And while it's time that they have been problematic at times, all 4 combined didn't amass 10% of the mischief that I served my parents through the years. And as I said previously, my mom represented the good, the light, nurturing, and acceptance, which I would label warmness. My father was stern, forceful, stoic, and unyielding, which I would label coldness. That's a classic yin-yang. As a team, they embodied the epitome of the concept of opposing yet complementary forces. Yet even in death, they continued to flip the script while remaining circular. Despite departing almost 10 years apart, my last physical and intimate exchange with my parents ended with a kiss. A single kiss. The first part of the kiss I had placed on my mother's forehead while she lay still in her casket, adorned with the hair, makeup, and care that my niece had so lovingly bestowed upon her precious grandma while preparing her for her viewing. I was mildly taken aback by how cool her flesh was. After I slowly backed away, I said goodbye to her one last time, knowing that she was at peace with her God, and that her turtle smile would sleep on the journey. The second part of the kiss was the last time I saw my father alive. He was in the hospital. My small family had come to unknowingly see him for the last time. His once athletic body that could play for hours nonstop was failing to move the sheets. His mind, that once enabled him to buck the system, now struggled to remember people and past events. The old bull was near his end. As I looked into my dad's eyes, I felt in my heart that he didn't want me to see him like this, that he wanted me to let him go, that we were saying goodbye. I bent down. I told him that I loved him, that he was a good dad. Then I leaned in and gave him a kiss. It's the last page. I placed the kiss that I had carried since my mom's passing upon his forehead. To my surprise, his skin was super warm, like that of a sun-kissed summer's day at the Cape. I felt like somehow there was balance, and that order had returned, that the warmth of my dad's yang had been reunited with the cool of my mom's yin, and that finally they were once again whole. For all the early days that I couldn't stand to be in the same room as this man, I will patiently wait for the day when I can proudly take my place and stand by his side for eternity. I love you, Dad.
Thank you, Brad. Having absolutely, yes. I was about to ask if anyone else had something. So please, no. And no, don't be sorry. This is the time. And anybody else who would like to speak, this will be a welcome time.
Okay, sorry.
No problem.
Hello, everyone.
Don't be a sissy and cry either.
I'm not gonna be a sissy like my dad and cry now. Okay. Okay. I want to start by saying how much my grandfather, our Pop, meant to me and to all of us. Pop was strong in a way that you don't see as often anymore. He was a hard worker, honest to his core, and very old school. He believed in doing things the right way, even when it wasn't the easy way. You always knew where you stood with him because he told the truth and he lived it. But underneath that strength was so much love. He loved my granny, Elizabeth, our Betty, in a way that taught me what real love actually looks like. It's not perfect, it's not easy, but steady, patient, something you choose every day. She held together a home with 6 kids and a farm while he worked to build his career in the insurance agency, and somehow they made it all work. And I don't think either of them could have done it without the other. And I know I wouldn't understand love the way I do without watching theirs. When Granny passed, a part of him went with her, but I'm grateful he found companionship again with Dee Dee, someone who brought light back into his life and gave him more time, more laughter, and more love with all of us. Some of the best parts of my life happened in the simplest moments with Pop. Hold on one second. Yeah. All of us kids piling into that old green 3-seater truck. Way more of us than should have fit. Heading out on our way, as he always called, our adventures. It didn't matter if we were squeezed into the cab or holding on into the back. There was always room. He made sure of it. Those weren't just rides. They were memories being made, even if we didn't realize it at the time. We picked fresh berries along the trail and came back and made syrup. And at the end of the day, the way Pop always wanted, with ice cream. And not just one serving. If you knew Pop, you knew how to be at least 3 or 4. He had every flavor, every topping. And somehow it always felt like the best ice cream in the world just because we were there with him. It's hard to put into words what he really gave us. It wasn't just those moments. It was the feeling of being taken care of belonging, and knowing you had someone solid in your corner. Pop built a life rooted in strength, truth, and love. And even though he's not here with us now, those things didn't leave with him. They're in all of us, in the way we love, the way we show up, and the way we take care of each other. I'm gonna miss him more than I can explain, but I also feel so incredibly lucky. Lucky that I got to be his grandchild. Lucky that I got those adventures. And lucky that I got to know what it feels like to be loved by someone like him. We love you, Pop, and we'll carry you with us always. And that's it.
Beautiful.
And thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
It was wonderful, both of you. As someone who has occasion to preside at these functions more often than we would care to know, this has been a truly amazing experience for me too, and especially the witness of love and friendship and support that is shown here today, which is the perfect witness to the life of Walter Rose. Let us close in prayer. Our Creator God, your Son Jesus said, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavily burdened, and I will give you rest." So to our brother, our father, grandfather, friend, Walter, may you rest from your labors and enter the light of God's eternal rest. May you hear the words of welcome. Come, you blessed Son, and receive the unfading crown of glory. So rest in peace, Walter Rose, in the strength, in the refuge, and in knowing the full pleasure of life and love. May all the angels surround you, and the saints welcome you in peace from this day on through eternity. Amen. Thank you all.
It's very true. Your speech was very heartwarming, and for someone who doesn't get up and do things in public, you certainly filled us in what your life was like, and it's amazing to see that. A wise person once said, "A person dies twice. First, when he passes away and the soul leaves the body. The second time, when we stop talking about him." So please keep him alive for generations to come, teaching his work ethics, his prowess for sports, and for finally becoming one of the best fathers you could have had. It's a little before 7 o'clock at this point, so that will conclude our service. If people would like to come up and pay their final respects, that would be very nice of you. Thank you for such a wonderful turnout, and thank you all for coming. Thank you.
I knew you guys wanted to be here till 8. I should have written another page or two. I'm gonna leave it there.
I know, but there's a solid 18. Well, good job.
Amazing job. We'll go this way. Thanks, sir. Well, hopefully we never see again like this. How you doing? Going through and killed 10 rods in my life. I never written that much in poetry. Because I was trying not to play it too much on one thing or another.